First of all, hi there.
Hello.
New album, Veto.
Yeah.
I know the fans liked it from the beginning. How was it received by the media?
Oh, it was really, really well received. You know, as an artist, if you release an album, you're always sitting there waiting for the first reviews, and and if something would be negative, you would be really like, but then with every positive review, you feel like the biggest guy in the world, and it's always like that, and if artists say something else, if they say they don't care and stuff, then they just lie, it's really important. And for this album, we never received so much positive review, there was almost no negative review for it, so we were really confident it was the best album we did so far, so it was really, really positive from the media as well.
What's new? What's different from others, from the others?
You mean in the reviews or in the album?
In the album.
What reviews say, they said, oh yeah, this is the album this band needed, it's like a lot fresher than in the past, maybe sometimes some people expected us to wimp out, or to be not that original anymore, to run out of ideas and stuff, and we did just exactly the opposite, we released like a really fresh album with a lot of new ideas and stuff like that, and that surprised a lot of people, so I guess that is the main selling point for the record.
Speaking of sales, what do you think about illegal downloading? This new album has already between 5,000 and 30,000 already downloads from different sites.
And I don't know how much it is. I don't really, of course it's cooler if they download it at Apple iTunes or listen to it on Spotify or whatever, but I wouldn't send somebody to hell or sue somebody for downloading our album. Usually these kids go to a show and buy a t-shirt and stuff instead of buying the CD, so I think it's okay. Nowadays if you're a music fan, you spend as much money on music like you did 20 years ago. Nowadays you just pay more for concert tickets, you pay more for t-shirts, so the money you spend is the same whether you download or not, so the money the musicians get is the same, they just get it from other sources,
But it is worth it to invest in one album, record one album, and the fans download only one or two or three songs from the internet? If
they just download one or two or three songs, then the rest of the songs are not good enough, If they were that good, then people would download them as well, so that's the way I see it. And there's lots of people downloading the whole record, and also still a lot of people buying the album because they like the cover, they like the liner notes, and then having a physical release in their hands, there's still a lot of people who like that, and I think it's okay like that, like the world runs today. I don't want world in 25 years back, where you maybe sold 100,000 records more, but just the record companies and the managements got rich with it, not the bands. So
regarding your albums, almost all of them have a cover. How do you choose a song to make a cover after? And why do you do this?
Sometimes we cover the song. Sometimes it happened I wanted to steal a riff from a song, but then it was too obvious, and then we said, oh, okay, just let's cover the whole song, come on, otherwise people would be angry. And sometimes it's just because we want to introduce a really cool band to people, like for example we did with the Edge of Sanity song, which is such a great Swedish and influential Scandinavian death metal band, but so many kids don't know them anymore, so we just want to introduce our roots to the fans, And on our new record, the Blind Guardian song, it's just a homage, and we wanted to surprise people. It's something they never expected from us, that a band like us covers Blind Guardian, and so we just did that, So there is different reasons why you cover a song.
How has the band changed from In Battle There Is No Law to Veto? I mean, what do you think about the media, about music market? How is it?
you now know how stuff is running and how the business works and everything, but it wasn't really a big problem for us because we always ran our band like a hobby band, Still today we have our jobs and stuff, I'm a lawyer, our singer is a nurse in hospital and stuff like that, and we take our days off to play the shows, and if we don't like something, then we just say, yeah, fuck you, we don't play that tour, leave me alone with that festival. We don't have to play shows to pay our rent or to fill our fridge, and that gives you a lot of freedom. So that's why we don't care about the business, So in that point, not so much changed. Of course, we grew up, and now we know who are our friends and who you have to listen to and who's just a talker, But we are a lot more independent than other bands, I think.
Recently you announced that the support act in your European tour will be the Swedish band Hypocracy.
Yeah.
How did you choose them?
Oh, it was like we were really, really nervous because we are since I'm 15, I'm such a big Hypocracy fan, and having them as a support band or like co-headliner or special guest band is like really, really something that feels unreal, because it was a band I was always looking up to and was really influential to us, and now they're playing before us and coming on tour with us, and we asked them to tour with us. That's really a huge honor. They're touring with us, and we're really looking forward to it.
Given the fact that in television don't have any more rock shows, is it worth it to go and make an album or videos just for online media like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter? Is it worth it?
It's worth it, but you do it differently, like back in the days for music television. Like I remember our first video was also still broadcasted on video on MTV and stuff like that, and then you thought, oh, okay, I'm not allowed to show guns and you can't say fuck and all that stuff. You don't have to think about all that stuff today, and now if you do a video, you think, okay, people watch it like this big on their computer, so I have to do the picture like this, and maybe, and you have to think what generates clicks in the video, not anymore how it's broadcasted and stuff like that. So the way you think and you produce and the conception for video is a lot different, but it's still worth it, I guess. We have a lot of videos with more than a few million plays, so that's a really, really big promo tool today.
What do you prefer, to perform at big festivals in front of thousands of people, or an intimate atmosphere in a club or something like this?
I always, if somebody asks me, I always tell them it's different kinds of sports, it's like playing volleyball in a hall or on the beach, you can't really compare it. It's both a lot of fun, but it's different kind of sports, I think, of course, in the club you don't have to care so much. It doesn't matter if you fuck up a song or so. It's just the pure raw energy, and on a big stage you have to be perfect and watch more out what you play, how you play, be more accurate and stuff like that. But it's both really fun.
You are for the second time headliner at the Rock City. What memories do you have from the first experience here?
Oh, last time it was really, really funny. I mean, of course, for a band like us, this place is far too big, so we are always afraid, there's maybe like 2,000 people in front of such a big stage, because we are not Rammstein or what was it last year, Guns N' Roses, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but it was really fun. There were so many people like doing a really big mosh pit in front of the stage, and we were still talking about the show, and that's also why we came back, because it was so much fun, and it was definitely a cool show. We were really afraid that we fuck it up, because it was too big and everything, but it was really fun,
Finally, would you please say something for Romanian fans? A message?
yeah, you're living in a really, really beautiful country. I also had some sightseeing today, and yeah, send us more of your great football players like Monteanu and Radu and all those people. We need them, really.
Thank you very much.